Hi, my name's Chris from the band Turbowolf. I sing and dance and play some keyboards. And you're watching Treble and Bass Media. So we just released our second album called Two Hands in the US in July this year. We've been getting a little bit of play from the songs Rabbit's Foot and maybe Solid Gold now, I think. Both of which are really fun songs to play live. And we've been playing them all over the US for the last 2.5 weeks, and you can hear it on the radio and come and see us live on this tour. Well, I guess in Europe, we've been playing in Europe for a long time and touring in Europe for a long time. So the songs that go down well over there kind of vary really. We have a bunch off the first record and a bunch off our newer record that we play live. I mean, we normally play a longer set in Europe as well because we're normally headlining, whereas over here we're just the support act at the moment. So we're just starting in the US, we're just starting our kind of US journey. The songs that are really hitting home over here are Rabbit's Foot for sure, because I think that's been getting a lot of play on the radio. And other than that, they've all been going down really well actually. We've just been getting all the crowd hyped and stuff, and yeah, the audiences have been really great. Really great for us. Oh, that's a very tricky question. We're equally inspired by things that we don't like than things that we do like. So the whole idea of our band is to really go against the grain of what's going on in rock music and try and carve our own path within rock music and create something kind of new and fresh and different and give our own spin to kind of rock music, punk rock music, psychedelic music, whatever you want to call it. I would say some pretty obvious influences are, I mean, on the last record we listened to a lot of Motown, so there's a lot of Motown kind of influence on that last record, particularly vocally and melodically, but really such a wide span of influences that I could spend all day saying stuff. So I would just say things that inspire us are kind of real, raw, gritty music, and the things that we're kind of trying to go against is kind of very kind of polished, smooth, kind of cookie cutter kind of music. There's quite a few. Okay, I'll go for the band Monotonics. I don't know if people have heard of them over here. Probably some people have. They were a band from Israel, from Tel Aviv, who broke up maybe about 4 years ago now. Now they were known for their live show. They were incredibly wild, like probably the last real punk rock band, I would say, because they weren't like an imitation of the Sex Pistols or the Clash or whatever you want to call punk rock. They were a new wild beast live. They just enveloped the audience, and the audience became part of the show. So I would say them, and their albums were really, really good. They got 3 albums. I would say anyone who's out there who wants to check out some really weird, quite raw rock and roll from Tel Aviv, Monotonics is a band for you. That's a tricky one. I like listening to all kinds of music, particularly classical. I've been getting really into classical music recently. Listen to a lot of that at home. I really like Beck when I'm just relaxing and stuff. All kinds of stuff, like newer artists, like Justice, the kind of dance group, really like them. Arcade Fire, yeah, all kinds of stuff really. Well, right now, let's go with right now because I change my mind all the time. So right now, 80s, I'm gonna say. Yeah, just because of all the pop, it's just fantastic stuff. You had all the kind of Quincy Jones inspired stuff, and it's just a wonderful time for pop music. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the 80s right now. Death from Above, 1979 are probably right up there. I'm gonna go with them. That's the band we toured with before this tour, and that was awesome. We had a great time. I'd quite like to hear Danzig doing an album of Elvis songs, because I know that he's a big Elvis fan. He might have even done some stuff, but yeah, I'd like to hear a whole album of Glenn Danzig does Elvis.
Okay.
Why not? No, the first instrument I probably played was a guitar. It was my aunt's acoustic, and I sort of sat it on my lap and sort of tried to play some stuff and realised that I couldn't sound like the bands I wanted it to sound like. It didn't have that kind of electric sound. I was too young to really, I guess, work out why it was that it didn't sound like that. But then I learnt a little bit of piano, which I kind of ditched quite early on, because I wanted to play rock music really, and piano seemed a little bit like I was going to play like blues or jazz or classical or something. So I wish I'd stuck with it. But yeah, so yeah, I'd say guitar was probably my first instrument. I just want to say, for anyone out there watching this, please check our band out, Turbowolf. It's been great to be in the US. We'd love to come back. So please support us, buy the album, listen to it, tell your friends about us, whatever. And we hope to see you at a show. Thank you.